What's good, Budget Buds? We're back at it again. This is going to be Season 2, Episode 11, and let's just get into it. And we're back, Budget Buds. I'm back from vacation, visiting the family. That was really nice. Had a good time. Had some hot pot. Saw some nice views. Got a chat with the fam. It was really nice. It was really nice. When I was gone, I turned the light down to, I guess, 60%. And she turned a little bit greener from it because she wasn't being pushed as hard. I'm not really trying to keep her green. I want her to burn as much as possible. So when I got back, I turned the lights back up. I just wasn't going to water her, so I just had the lights as low as I could while keeping everybody else happy and healthy. So the sugarcane's looking amazing. That's probably one of the keeper plants and one of the plants I'm going to be breeding with. Y'all will probably really like her in a second. I think I'm going to flip her to flower in like a week or two. If we get this girl out of here, I'll flip her out of flower. And then, yeah, at most we're pushing her for like another week or two. I keep saying that. I think I've said that like twice now. But because I turned the lights down and she greened out a little bit more, it means a little bit more white pistils have formed and a little more leaves have formed. So I'm gonna have to let her go out for a little bit longer, even though I don't want to. But it'll be fine. She'll be fine. Sorry, I'm blocking you out, sugarcane, with a little bit too much shade over here from this girl. That's some good zoom ski shots for you. Whoop. Alright. So this girl's got to go soon. She's looking weird. This is the landrace. Let me actually open up the tent. There we are. So remember when I was talking about root borers and other russet mites and such strange things? I don't think they're pests that live on the leaf. I think they're in the roots, causing this weird mutation looking stuff. Or it could be fungus gnats, because like that could be true. But I had a lettuce plant that became a seed factory, and it started seeding up all the soil that's outside in my backyard. It's a little bit too humid in here. Yeah, that's 60. That's 66. I got the dehu going. Soil's not completely dried. I'll probably let the soil dry for a little bit longer, because before I left I really hosed her down. But we'll let the humidity drop a little bit before we do anything wild. Other than that, she's looking really good. Alrighty, fam. Got this ugly looking landrace. She's got all sorts of issues. I'm thinking that there's pests down there, but I'm growing lettuce. Not on purpose, kind of like half accidental, half on purpose. We had a lettuce plant go to seed, so it kind of seeded a bunch of the soil out everywhere. And then I got lettuce growing. So, that's interesting. Looking pretty good. The sugarcane absolutely needs to get out of here. There's a little leaf with world phyllotaxy. There's a world phyllotaxy branch right here, and we might be able to get her to pop up. We'll see how it goes. We are starting to see color. That's anthocyanin that's being built up in the leaves, and it's causing this beautiful purple pigment. Almost everything across with the Hawaiian diamonds turned purple, and the mimosa generally looks similar to the fruit feel, where it's got a yellow purpleness to her whenever you run her fully out. We had a minor PM somewhere around here. I think it was some powdery mildew, not entirely sure, but it was some spots on my leaves. So we removed all the leaves in this section, and it seems to have been fine. But we'll continue to remove every single leaf that we see that possibly has any weird dots on it. Alrighty, friends. It is one of the problems when you're running with extremely high temps and extremely high humidity. We're gonna have to work on getting that lower and lower and lower. We got a dehumidifier in there, but it's not doing too much. Not doing too much. Alright, fams, this is us. This is it for us. I'm gonna hit you with a deuce deuce. See you guys next time. My God, what have we done? Look, coochies. You are one cheesy boy. God damn. Good morning, buddies. What's good, my budget fam? We're back at it yet again. This is the sugar cane. She wasn't the happiest. I definitely broke some stems and made her feel bad. I don't know if you can see it, but there should be a broken stem in there somewhere. I'm not gonna move around too much this time. I think I showed it to you in the last video, but I did do some defoliation. I picked off some ugly leaves on the landrace. This is a landrace seed. I went around and picked off leaves that look kind of like this. Weird, deformed leaves. I'm gonna continue to do that over the course of the next week or so, maybe. And she'll get better and recover from these weird leaves. I think they're russet mites, broad mites, or some other type of mite inside the soil. I can't really tell what it is. Not entirely sure. But when you see mottled leaves like that, generally speaking, it's a buggy. Everybody else is pretty happy. The Speedrun Seeds Mystery Bean is finishing up. She's got a few white pistils here and there, but she's finished up real nice. Real nice like. So, pretty excited about that. Quite a bit of nugs. Quite a bit of nuggies. Told you I was going to do it. Today was the day. I forgot to film myself doing it, but removed the tent. The tent that was there is missing. Brought her inside, right here. Cleaned her out, wiped her down with some rubbing alcohol, which I also forgot to film. Good job, Bill. Let's get that going. Nice, the lights are on. It smells like rubbing alcohol in there. Clean as a whistle. We also got, this is gonna be super shiny. Yep, we got that. She's drying out. Clean her too. And there's a piece of plant. She looks so much bigger outside of the tent. To me. I don't know. I was carrying her and it was just like, you're way bigger than I thought you were. Well, but yeah. So, there's the plant outside. We're going to let her chill outside and get some sunlight. Everybody says sunlight's amazing for plants, so we'll go ahead and give her a little bit extra for like an hour or two, and then we'll bring her inside after that dries out. I'll go check on it in a second. See you guys. Let's get some filming in the daylight. So she's starting to hit senescence. Dang, she's kind of big, too big to show all of it. There we go. No, we got her in frame. But most of these nugs are ready to senesce. You'll see some purpling on the edges. Some of these leaves, like this one, is starting to turn light green. This is a good sign that we've cut down the nitrogen enough. There's certain parts that are like darker. If they're overlapping, like this guy who's overlapping, you'll get darker areas where it's not getting as much light penetration. But it's a good sign that these nugs are finishing up, which is awesome. But they're not very thick yet. If you look compared to the speedrun seeds, you see how finished then those nugs are. If you compare those to my first nugs also, you'll see that my first harvest, I usually go a little bit shorter since I was trying to get those nugs early. With these, I'm going to go push them a little bit further. You're going to see these bulk up quite a bit at the end. The trichome production and the smells are pretty good though. Here's some close-ups, some zoom skis of the trichomes. They're pretty stacked. We're going to leave her out here for a couple hours while we have the tent dry out and not smell like rubbing alcohol. So as far as that goes, I think this is a much better flowering temp, obviously. 83 is still like a bit higher than you want it to be, but it's much more manageable. You're seeing the leaves purpling out, entering a level of senescence. The other plant inside the garage, I'm going to chop her somewhere on like the 24th or something maybe. I'm a fan of the bud to leaf ratio. If your nugs have more leaves than this is pretty much my limit. I don't like having more leaf than this. It should be mostly nugs and like a few leaves if possible. Sometimes you have to like go a little bit further. You can see like these are much denser and more full than the bud in the photo tent because these were first of all autos, but it also flowered before the other plant even started flowering. Super solid. Nothing crazy. I would say these are not the best looking nugs, but not bad either. Definitely structure wise, I like it. Nice plump nugs. Nice plumpies. Plumps. Or plumpsicles. Oh yeah, it smells beautifully fruity with a little gas. I think it's a fruit fuel if I had a guess from Speedrun. And also, at this time, I found out Ben got in an accident, so well wishes to Speedrun Seeds and well wishes to Multiverse Beans. Sees ya. It's been roughly a month since I've harvested this. This was the blueberry cupcakes. I didn't give her like the best trim job because most of the sugar leaves were so coated. I felt bad removing them, so that some of them are still on here. But there's the blueberry cupcakes for you. Let's see if I can get a better shot. Will it allow me? Oh yeah. That's a decent shot right there. Gonna bust her open and try her out. That's what the inside looks like.
When I get a good hitter like this, it's probably like a 28 to 30%er. Having a good time.
Alrighty, I'm gonna test her out for you guys.